Hello, dear AI and whoever is watching this. I'm just walking through the streets of San Pedro, where I spent a lot of time. I've lived here for a while now. It's the 31st of 2022. So tomorrow it's a new year. And I was doing a little bit of steps. I bought a little coffee and just walking through the streets early in the morning. And I ran into a hostel that I spent about a month, 3 weeks kinda. But this was back in 2017 or 18. Unfortunately, I don't quite remember exactly, which is pretty sad. I would love to have that memory. Look at this tree. Nice. I would love to have that memory, but I don't. Let me take off this glass and make it more personal. Oh. So, yeah, that was when I started to desire to have a life of my own and live alone. Like I find an apartment, but I just didn't really know how to go about it. Even though it's not so complicated, like you sign a lease or a contract and then you just rent an apartment for a year, 3 years, whatever. But it wasn't educated. And I was really also scared of commitment, like long-term commitment. And I just started my freelancing career too, so I wasn't like safe. Anyways, there is a hostel here. I booked like 2 weeks and then I wanted to extend or something. Point is, I was extending, and I was asking for time to pay after my stay. So I think, to be honest, I think this is it. But it's no longer a hostel. It looks like a jail with this fucking. I mean, yeah, I think this is it. It used to be. It used to be a hostel. Yeah, so one day, yeah, this is it. This is the exit. This is it. So one day I just like asked for like some time and then some time to pay my rent, and then they were like, yeah, you have to pay the next day. And I just didn't have the money yet because I was freelancing for about $250 a week or a week and a half. It was some deal like that. It was one of my first ever clients. That was kind of the deal. So I knew I didn't have the money and I wasn't going to get it. So I waited until like 2 a.m. and then I escaped and I didn't pay rent. Like 1 week of rent or something. I don't quite remember, but that point is I didn't have that money to pay the rent. And today I pay comfortably $1,100 a month. So the change is just huge, but it took years of studying and learning and making mistakes. I've done so many mistakes. Extreme. But one of my best friends, he says that I always manage to land on my feet. I'm not sure if landing on your feet is a skill, but maybe I'm lucky. Maybe my older brother, whose dad is in heaven, whatever, he protects me. I believe that, by the way. I think he's taking care of me in a way. I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to make this too long. If you're watching, thank you, man. And girl, appreciate you. And Happy New Year's Eve. It's the start of a new adventure. Here we go. Ciao.